is it not connected? I have Facebook. No, that's YouTube. That's YouTube. YouTube Messenger. But I don't have YouTube Messenger on here. Hey, Josh and Spring, if you can hear me, text me your email address really quick. Did y'all hear me, fellas? Sorry, everybody. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. I think I made a double post or something. I'm not sure, but we will get this show on the road very soon. I really do apologize, y'all. I'm really sorry. Ah. All right, y'all. I just sent the email, so you all should have them now. And then y'all should be able to get on. Please let this work. Y'all, I am so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry that we're so late, but I had a little technical difficulty hiccup, so I really appreciate y'all's patience. Amber the collector, hey, what's up? Kenneth Bird, what's happening? Hey, Spring, did you get the email? Hey, Colin, what's up? All the way from Canada. Welcome in, man. The VHS cover is gonna be nice, yeah. Sorry for the delay, y'all. We had some technical, or I had some technical difficulties. So Josh and Spring, they're on their way trying to get in here. And when they get in, we're gonna get this movie cracking, and we're gonna get this thing going, so we can start celebrating this 50th anniversary. Yeah, it works. All right, y'all. I'm just trying to talk to Josh and Spring, trying to get them in here. But they should be able to come in now. So we'll wait on them. Hopefully they'll come in here soon so we can get this going. Again, y'all, I am so sorry. Like, for real. I am sorry. I am very punctual usually, but I had a little hiccup with this. It's my second live or something like that, so I'm still getting used to the whole situation. All right, and there goes Spring.
What's up, man? What's
Hey,
up,
hey,
man?
hey.
We made it.
We made it. Technology was not going to stop me.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
Technology was not going to stop me this evening. It was not.
Very nice. All right, I'm gonna share this to my channel, and then we'll be in business.
Okay. Again, sorry, y'all. That was all me. It wasn't the fellas. That was all me. I'm the one who, I guess I did something wrong somewhere, and I apologize for that.
All good. We are here Ready to party.
I'm ready to see this boat get ate up.
Yes.
I hope I didn't give away anything for the people who never watched Jaws before.
All right.
If there's anybody who hasn't watched Jaws before in here, we got issue.
It's crazy. I actually just talked to a girl at work today. She had never seen it before, so she's here. I hope she's able to pop over to this one. But yeah, she actually started a little bit this afternoon.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, so she could watch some of it. She's like, I can't believe I've never seen this before. So, but we is here. There we go.
Yeah, I think.
All right, I got the link out. So
cool. Man, that was something else, man. Trying to figure that out. I was like, man, what am I doing? Usually, I'm pretty tech savvy.
it's just crazy because it's like those little, just any kind of new technology just ends up having a little bit of different way of like doing those things, you know. So it makes it a little bit more complex. I just threw it in the chat for Josh too, just so he could go that way if that's easier for him.
Okay, that'll probably be the easiest way to just do it like that. When I set it up from my phone, so I don't know why I had such difficulty setting it up, or I'm going back to my laptop and trying to use it.
Yeah.
So Josh ought to be on any second now.
Yeah. Kenneth, Amber, Colin, welcome. Glad y'all made it.
Yes.
Glad y'all made it all the way from Canada. I like it.
That's what I said. Canada, man. That's what I'm talking about. Canada.
That's awesome.
That's
so we were talking a bit. We were talking a little bit in the before we launched, like about how many times we've seen Jaws. How many times have you seen it?
Who, me?
Yeah. How many times have you seen it, Tommy?
I have seen Jaws twice.
Yeah.
I've seen Jaws twice. And both times that I've seen Jaws has been like in the 80s. I haven't seen it since then.
Mm-hmm. I saw it. I can't remember. I mean, I know it was like a maybe early teen. I saw it once, and then I saw it again, kind of early 2000s. Maybe I saw it again in college, and then I shared it with I watched it once with my wife, and then I know I watched it once with my boys. One of my boys. Mm-hmm. So, not to do shameless plugs, but in August, when they're going to be releasing Jaws in theaters for one weekend. So that Monday, our podcast that we're going to drop is going to be a watch along with the boys. So 3 of the boys seeing Jaws for the first time. We're going to have cameras on each of them so we can just kind of experience it, how they experience it. So you can watch along, kind of have the podcast on and watch along to see what parts they're reacting to or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it'd be fun to have the boys on. And then when I saw this anniversary pop up, I was like, well, we gotta try to see if we can do another live stream. So I like it.
Definitely. It sucks we're an hour late, because of my bad, but
we're gonna make it.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure that doesn't happen again next time.
Yep.
We the North, Colin. We the North, man. I know y'all love the North up there.
I like it.
I wonder where Josh disappeared to.
No. Give it a few minutes, and then maybe we just start it, and he can join us when he's able to. On. He might have had something come up like in between.
Yeah. Could be putting the sun down or something.
Yeah,
something like that. So we'll give him a few minutes.
There's Amber.
Amber, what's up?
What's up? Welcome back.
Thank you so much for coming in, Amber. Appreciate you. Sorry this is going a little bit late. It was my mistake. It wasn't the fellas. It's all me.
No worries. Yeah, so like I said, I've seen it a few times. We're going to do another watch along later this year. But man, 50 years. We're going to pull it up on Peacock. So if that's how you guys want to watch along, we'll just be kind of reacting to it, kind of talking about it as we watch along. You can pull it up on Peacock. There's only one commercial at the front end, like a 90-second commercial, and then there's a one commercial break in the middle of it. So you can kind of be prepared for that. We'll do some timestamps as we watch along, kind of let you know where we're at. But then they also have like a little short Steven Spielberg clip that they're going to show kind of at the front end. So that's cool. And so we'll get to watch that and get into it. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit this rewind so I can see what Steven Spielberg said, because it played through when I was having a fit earlier trying to get this thing operational.
Yep.
So I kind of missed everything that he said.
Yeah. But this is Steven Spielberg's third film that he ever did. But it was the one, and I've seen some clips like commercials pop up for his documentary that's coming out. We heard it's going to be dropping in July, the documentary that's going to be on Hulu and Disney Plus. But it's basically just kind of a deep dive into what happened on the set and all that stuff. So
I bet you that'll be pretty cool, man, especially the way they did that shark and everything. I would really like to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's crazy is they had so many issues on set, but the finished product ends up being the cookie like stencil for how you do suspense and how you build to that final showing of the villain, and it was all because they had to do that.
Mad Daddy, welcome in, baby. Welcome in, Mad Daddy.
There he is. What's happening?
We are getting this show started. I had a little hiccup. I'm not gonna say I had a little hiccup. I posted some wrong information on here, so we're running a little late. So we're just waiting on Josh to come in here, or if he doesn't come in shortly, we'll start the movie and we'll just play catch up with him.
Yeah. Should be good. Nice. Yeah, I got it queued up earlier. There's like a 90 seconds on Peacock, 90-second commercial. I got that. Watching through those. Now I'm paused at the zeros. Ready to hit it.
Cool. Same here. I'm paused at zeros too. Ready to hear Steven speak.
Cool stuff. Any other Steven Spielberg movies that you like, Tommy?
Spielberg movies, man. I mean, what hasn't he done that you don't like? Didn't he do E.T.?
Yep, E.T.
I think that was the first movie that actually made me cry. I saw it when I was like 10, and when I saw that movie, we were stationed in Pax River, Maryland, and my mom and dad took me to go see it, and it made me cry at the end.
That's amazing.
And ever since then, my mom gives me grief to this day about being 10 years old and crying about E.T. And I'm like, come on, Mom. It was an emotional movie.
It was.
But from my mom's standpoint, she's a horror nut. So all that little gushy, feely goody stuff, she's not really into that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's more into the horror stuff. So which is cool for me because she got me into horror.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some fun on that podcast too. I mean, the horror stuff. I mean, E.T. was kind of scary there for parts of it. I remember being as a kid when they came in hazmat suits. That was not fun.
Yeah,
scary. So
Matthew, what's up, my man? Team Godzilla fan.
Very nice.
Jaws has been your favorite movie since you were a kid. Oh, all right, awesome. Spring. It's 9 o'clock.
All right.
I think we need to go ahead and start this thing.
Let's do it.
All
We're gonna
right.
start it. 3,
Bam.
2, 1, boom.
Let's go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Steven Spielberg, and it seems hard for me to believe that it has been 50 years since the original release of Jaws, especially since we made the movie, which was officially only my second movie. So much went wrong that I honestly believed that my new career in movies was going to sink to the bottom of the sea. Because we arrived on location in Martha's Vineyard thinking we had everything under control, when in fact, we were so overwhelmed by the challenges of shooting on the ocean, under the ocean, not to mention that one of our stars, Bruce the Mechanical Shark, was more temperamental than any movie star and famously often refused to come out of his dressing room. So I went over schedule and I went over budget, and none of us in front or behind the camera had any clue whether or not we had been successful in transferring Peter Benchley's bestseller to the screen. But when it opened in June of 1975, audiences abandoned the beaches and went to the movies to see Jaws. And 5 decades later, I am so happy to be able to share this anniversary with all of you. Join me for Jaws' 50th anniversary right here on Peacock.
Awesome. That was a nice message.
Y'all out there notice that thumbnail that Spring did for this live? Do you know who he has right over Jaws' mouth? It's not him, and it's not Josh.
Dude, I was putting you front and center. I was putting you front and center. That was the goal. You know, you're hosting, got you front and center. You know, we're just there to support
I'm the
you.
first one to get eaten.
That's amazing. That's amazing. What up, Luck and Finesse?
Hey, sis, what's happening? That's my Wonder Twin sister right there.
It was crazy. My wife's a huge fan of Mr. Holland's Opus, and she didn't realize until we were watching it the other day. I was like, he was in Jaws, and she was like, "You're absolutely right." But it's just so distance between the two films that it's hard to push it together sometimes. But
yeah.
Oh, and John Williams too, man. Like, I just saw a clip today that said that this is what Steven Spielberg told George Lucas: you got to use John as your composer, man, because he'll make your movie great. So he used him for Star Wars, and that was great.
Yeah, that was Star Wars was mega great.
Yeah,
that's what all of this Star Wars.
Yep.
Oh man, to be back in the 80s when they shot this.
Mm-hmm. Got the beach party going on.
Reminds me of being in Santa Cruz at a beach party.
Yeah.
Since they don't let you have bonfires here in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite Jaws or Spielberg movie, Spring?
I think growing up, man, it was Raiders of the Lost Ark that kind of really grabbed my attention. That was one we had on repeat at the house. And Jaws wasn't because it was too scary. My mom was not a horror fan, still is not. So, but Raiders of the Lost Ark, that was one we could have on, but she had to cover my eyes when it got to the snake part because I was always scared of the snakes when I was a kid. But yeah, that was one that we hit on repeat for sure. But E.T. too. E.T. I remember. I think E.T. is the first movie I went to the theater to see. So that was a cool thing. My aunt took me to that because my mom didn't like taking us to the movies. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
American Tale. Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah. That's a classic
great
there.
clap. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's a
song,
classic.
man. That one song, "Somewhere Out There."
That's
Whew.
like that's what Five of the Mouse, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. American Tail, that's some classic stuff there.
Yep.
See, that's another one. See, that's another one of these
Dang.
Disney movies, man.
Yeah.
That'll have you crying at the end of this movie.
Yep. For sure. Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Hear that famous score.
Uh-huh. And that's why I don't get in the water like that.
Yeah. Mm. Crazy.
Which movie have you never seen, Amber?
Here she goes.
Oh yeah, she ain't coming back now.
Mm.
See, kids, cautionary tale. Stay out of the water.
Yeah. For sure.
That's all right, Matthew. You're watching
Nice.
it with us, man. That's the whole purpose of this.
I love
Watching
it.
together.
Yep. I think Amber might have been talking about Indiana Jones, Raiders
Oh,
of the Lost
Indiana
Ark.
Jones, really?
Oh, Star Wars.
Star
Oh my
Wars,
goodness.
Amber. We don't need to sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah, my wife had never seen it before we got married. Well, before we started dating. And so we ended up watching a little bit. She's still not a fan, but she'll tolerate it for me. So
Right.
that's saying something.
Yeah. Either you're a fan or you're not. So hey,
Mm-hmm.
most people that I've come across are fans, but
Yep.
not everybody can please everybody.
Yep.
Even if it is one of the greatest movies or movie franchises ever created on the planet. But hey, that's just me.
Yep. Yep. So there was another movie I remember watching him in when I was a kid, where he played a Detroit Tigers baseball player, and he was the main actor. I cannot remember for the life of me what that was called, but that was another one I remember seeing him in and watching. Like, I think probably because it was on Disney or something like that, you know. So we had it, and so I was able to watch it, and it probably didn't have nothing bad in it. So
Yeah, man. Jurassic Park is great.
yeah,
Matthew, you're definitely right. And Colin, Close Encounters, that's a serious one too.
yeah, no joke. We just watched Jurassic Park with the kids to gear up for the new Jurassic World Rebirth. Not hearing great things about that one yet. Reviews are mixed, to say the least, but that comes out in a couple weeks, so we'll see how it does.
I am just not a Jurassic guy. It's just I don't really get the whole dinosaur things and dinosaurs eating everybody and everything. It's just never been my thing.
Yeah.
But the effects look awesome though.
Yeah. Even the '93, like we watched. My boys are real heavy critics on it when it comes to CG, and they were all just like, it looked so good.
Yeah.
And I think it was the combination of the live, like the practical effects, and the CG that helped bridge the gap. Because any of the close-ups, it was all puppets and animatronics.
Yeah.
And then the big wide shots and the action shots were the CG. So it allowed you to kind of allowed it to kind of bridge that gap for you visually.
Yeah. Mr. Matthew, you just watched Back to the Future last year? Sir, I'm going to have to ask you your age. Because if you are over the age of like, I'm going to give you 15 years of age. Because Back to the Future is straight classic.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you watched it, though. At least you
Yes.
watched it.
Yes, absolutely.
Remember taking typing class spring?
I do. I took typing and computer class.
I'm sitting here looking at this typewriter. I'm like, man, it takes me right back to typing class. I hated that class.
Yep.
Yes, Amber. Back to the Future is a bomb movie.
All right, that's good. That's good. It's well before your time.
Okay, yeah. All right. We are gonna cut you a break, Matthew. We will cut you a break this time.
Yep.
Tiger Town. I've never seen that.
Yeah. One of those made for Disney movies, probably. Yeah, it's a Detroit Tigers veteran miraculously hits home runs whenever a 12-year-old fan is in the stands. So it's like this kind of magical kind of connection. 1983. So I was at that young, probably 5, 6, 7 when I saw it, and
Yeah.
so it just it was just one I saw often. So
Yeah, that's cool. Tiger Town. Man, back in those days, I was big into those ninja and martial arts movies and stuff
yeah,
like
yep,
that. I remember watching the USA channel on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoons where they played the kung fu movies like all day long.
yes,
Yeah, I remember those days, man.
those were fun for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Some of those movies are actually found on Prime.
Nice.
Like Enter the Ninja and Ninja 3 The Domination and stuff like that. I found them on Prime.
That's awesome.
Which
That's
was
awesome.
crazy because I was like, man, I would never expect somebody to be showing those movies because they were like B movies back in the day.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. This introduces the major conflict of the film.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor is thinking about all the tourists that the town needs to survive the,
Yep.
And our main protagonist is thinking about all the lives that he's
All of the yumminess that he's about to take.
Oh man, crazy.
And I love the cars in this movie, man. You don't never see a big old Cadillac like that no more.
Yeah.
I'm only trying to say that Amity is a summer town. We need summer dollars. I'm only trying to say it can't swim here, though. We glad swim with the bitches kick up. That does all that. That doesn't mean we have to serve them up a smorgasbord. Never had that kind of trouble in these waters. What else could have done that to that girl?
Mm-hmm.
That girl got mangled up, and this dude got the nerve to say it's a boat that did that.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I wonder if I cosplay as the mayor, at one of these cons. I wonder will somebody recognize me.
Dude, that's a sick jacket. That's a sick jacket.
Yeah, that's
If
what
you're
I'm
able to
saying.
find that or make that
Yes,
one,
sir.
yeah, that would be it.
Yeah, man, I love that jacket, man.
Yeah, we did the horror Frightmare, Texas Frightmare a few weekends ago, and we were walking away from that going like, man, there's so many options for cosplay and horror movies. We came
Yeah,
back and watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we are like, man, it's just so much you could dress up as in this. You know, you just got to
yeah,
find the right '70s outfit.
yeah. There's so much like different like cosplay for like all types of stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, Marvel, your favorite movie,
Mm-hmm.
this mayor
Anything and
guy from
everything's out there.
Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun because people ain't messing with you when you're at the con and stuff like that. People, people
Yeah,
pretty much
respect it.
leave you alone and let you like, do your thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mad Daddy. Yes, those anchors are killer, man.
Yes, they are. Everybody needs a jacket like that. I'm telling you.
And it looked like it was corduroy too.
You live
Corduroy
and
and
you sitting there
anchors.
walking around in a corduroy jacket, you're gonna set yourself on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
What up, Mama J? Welcome.
Mama J, what's happening? Mad Daddy, I don't know if I'm gonna go after those Marvel NFTs. Man, I don't even know how to put money in that thing to even like buy an NFT.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I tried to do some research when I first started hearing about those NFTs, and it seemed like a lot to try and invest in, and you don't know what's going to actually hit.
Exactly.
But it is one of those things like you could also look at it like a collector's item and that you like. And so if it raises in value, cool, but maybe not, you know?
Mama J
Yeah.
watched Jaws for the first time when she was 5. That's awesome.
Amazing. He's stressed. He's thinking somebody's going to die. Of course he's uptight.
They are going to understand in a minute.
Mm-hmm. And then I love this zoom too that happens. That camera just kind of zooms in.
Yeah.
On him. It's great. Oh, looking for the dog.
See, that's what I'm saying. Kids, stay out that water. This won't happen to you if you're on the beach. Did you hear about that girl that got her hand bit recently?
No.
Yeah, man, a little girl got her hand just about bit off recently, earlier this week.
There it is. Beautiful shot. Oh my gosh, that was so amazing.
That shot, yep.
Oof. I mean, that attack shot was so good too. Like all that blood, like it just looks so gruesome, but it's still tasteful, like not in your face too much.
Not all gory and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was scary enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Wow.
Just that scene right there with the rap and the blood, you already know.
Yeah.
that little man's gone.
Yeah. I just saw a thing on Instagram. That actress that played the mom
Mhm.
went to a diner, and there was a meal on the diner called Alex's something or other. And so she said, "Oh my goodness, I played that guy's mother in the movie." And they went to the back, and the cook came out, and it was the kid from the movie. They
What?
hadn't seen each other since the set, and they now are meeting because he owns a diner.
That is unreal.
It's crazy.
That's some small world stuff there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
The mom and the kid,
Mhm.
and they just happen to just meet up one day. That's awesome.
Oh, this is the town meeting. We get introduced to one of the best characters in the film.
And that will be Richard Dreyfuss's character.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor need to wear the anchor coat every day.
Yeah.
Or some version of the anchor coat. Cross A, Brian, what's up, man? Glad you're here, buddy. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely. What's happening, man? That's awesome.
You enjoying the 50th anniversary of Jaws, Brian?
Yes, to summer deputies as soon as possible. And then we're going to try and reach where the shark spotters on the beach. Are you going to close the beaches?
Hey, Spring, since you're new to the whole Funko thing now, do you plan on getting that big Funko with the shark?
Oh man, that would be awesome. I might have to look into it though.
I
Yeah,
told you, man.
I got my first one back here. Right there. I got it on the shelf. My one Funko.
You opened up a can of worms, Spring.
Yeah.
You have opened up a can of worms.
That's awesome. Oh,
You're
here we
gonna
go.
see. You were gonna see.
Thank you, Mama J. I'll try to run, but I'm already kind of hooked. So,
Mama J, is too late. The process has already begun. He has his first one. It's over now. It's like eating chips. You don't eat just one potato chip. You don't buy just one Funko. Right?
Yep.
Down you go. We gotta do it quick. I don't bring back the tourists.
This old sailor man is one of my favorite characters too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I valued my neck a lot more than $3,000, Chief.
Exactly, Mama J. Exactly. And exactly, Mad Daddy. It is over. I'm trying to tell this man that he has created a problem in his house now. Because his wife is gonna say, where are we gonna put all these Funko Pops at?
$10,000 for me by myself. For that you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. Thank you very much, Mr. Quick. Thank you very much. We'll take it under advisement. Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.
Man. Great stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't care how much reading this dude does about this shark stuff. He ain't gonna read anything that's about to help him.
Right.
Not with this problem that All right, Brian, take your shower, man. Take your time, brother. You've been Papa Gus.
There we go.
Baby.
Hey guys.
What's happening?
Sorry
sorry.
about my little hiccup. I apologize to everybody. I said it wasn't y'all. It was all me. Apologize. You know what I'm saying, Josh?
No, you're good, man.
Timestamp, we're at 25 minutes, 11 seconds. For those watching, wanting to keep up, we just had the Clint speech, Josh.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You said 25, 20.
Yeah, 25, 30 right now.
Okay, cool.
Hey y'all, it's a movie that we gotta watch that I gotta talk to y'all about.
Did you hear your father? I'm the woman now. Did you hear your father? I'm the woman
Josh bounced out.
I think he just went to a different app or something.
Okay. That's cool.
Oh, they're trying to catch the shark.
Shark got Josh.
Oh. Nice.
We are not gonna wish that on anybody, Brian. That wasn't nice.
This is so great, man. These guys thinking they're gonna catch the shark.
With a tire. For sharks to be vicious, they are some amazing creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been fascinated a little bit with the there's a lady that came out with a documentary a few years ago where she free swims with them and has never been bit or anything. And she just kind of knows how to maneuver around them and knows how to keep them from reacting negatively and stuff. And it's powerful, man. It's crazy. I wouldn't do it, but it's incredible to see her be able to kind of navigate around those sharks.
There is no way that I would get in around them sharks. I'm not getting in the cage with any sharks.
Mm-hmm.
None of that.
Here comes trouble.
If you have something that's snatching down the whole pier, you got major issues.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, now it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's the crazy thing, man. The visuals of this movie, like the subtlety, like you don't have to see the shark, but you know what's happening. And it just gives you that sense of dread.
Doggone pier don't move like that. So
Yeah.
you know it's that shark coming to get somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So great. Yes, that soundtrack, man, that composition, so great. Classic.
That's another thing that we need to do, man. That's another thing that we need to do. We need to do a video for movies that have the best soundtracks.
Yeah.
because
be
there's
awesome.
a bunch of them that has some serious soundtracks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do our individual top fives and see how it measures up.
Yeah. Well, I'll bet that we'll probably all have probably pretty different ones.
Yeah, I'd say so. Some things just hit different. We know that they're good,
Hmm.
but we also like others a little bit better than you know. I mean, you really could just do John Williams alone. as
Yeah.
many, as
Yeah.
many, you know.
Yeah, that's about it.
We know better.
They're gonna wish they listen.
Yep.
They're gonna wish they listen.
Hey, so great.
Cool. Appreciate that, Spring. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Because I am familiar with Photoshop and all that. Because I am into photography.
Oh, there you go.
So I do know a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Getting editing and I'm getting in the Lightroom and I'm photoshopping all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's the same thing with the video. It's the same thing with graphics. It's all layers,
Mhm.
like you're thinking about filters, you're adding a blur, or you're adding a paint a brush, effect.
Yeah, yeah. It when I was doing it, it started to feel like a job, and it wasn't fun anymore
Hmm.
because I started doing weddings and proposals and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
It just wasn't fun anymore, so I stopped.
Yeah.
But I still have my own cameras and everything, though.
Oh man.
What do these idiots think they're doing? They're just bloodying up the water so they can get eaten.
Hmm. Mm. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Mm. Ooh. I couldn't imagine.
No. Papa Goss, welcome back.
Hey, sorry, I'm having all kinds of.
No
Man,
worries at all.
good, man.
I got like 3 things open. I'm trying to make sure I have everything that I need, but every time I click on something on my phone, it exits me out of the. So I'm trying to pull. I pulled YouTube up on the laptop, so I'm doing double duty with the movie and the.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd been working on this all day trying to figure out what was going to work the best for my setup, but I'm gonna have to do some digging and find some good stuff because my stuff's outdated or it
Yeah.
just sucks. So I found a projector, like a projector I bought is brand new. I got it at like a charity thing at the credit union I used to work at. So I went to hook it up today because I was like, oh, how cool would it be to project it onto like the wall to watch the movie? And went to plug HDMI to HDMI like on the laptop or whatever, and none of them have an HDMI port. So
Ooh.
I was like, well, I'll just go find I guess I'm gonna have to get like a streaming stick or some or like a
Yeah.
Roku or
Yeah.
Roku or Prime Stick.
I mean, I could have brought my son has a 32-inch Roku TV in his room, and I could have just hooked that up, but that would have been completely pointless because I would have just had it on the TV anyway. So
Yeah.
I'll figure it out, but I might have to go get like some kind of streaming device to plug in. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'll probably just get a new TV to put in my office anyway.
Yeah.
Just like a cheap,
Ain't nothing wrong with
like a
that.
32-inch one or something.
You lived in Jacksonville, man. I'll let you get one of mine, man. I got a 32. I'll just let you have it.
Dang, Tommy, just giving TVs out.
It's one I had for a quick minute, and
Yeah.
I don't use it. So if I knew somebody who needed it, hell yeah, I
Yeah.
just know about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I can make it work. Honestly, I'm really upset that this Mac that I've had forever, it's a nice computer, but man, it's a 2009, so it's like I can't do hardly anything on it. I thought I would be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, it's been in our closet since I moved here because we didn't have anywhere to put it. And then now that I got my office back, I was like, oh, let me go plug it back in. And my brother did a bunch of stuff to it, like cleaned it up, and
Yeah.
because he's like a tech guru. He's the computer whisperer, but he did. It's a nice computer, but yeah, man, it's so outdated you can't do anything on it. So, oh well.
I think that's a problem that I'm having coming up with my laptop also because this is one that I just use mainly just for like photo work and stuff like that. I don't really use it for anything else. This is the first time I've actually used it for something other than doing like photography stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. You can't tell me that was a fake smack.
Right.
That was real.
Yeah, this movie is just so like the fact that you don't see the shark for like an hour or what is it, an hour and
It's
10 minutes?
It's
Right.
a long time.
Yeah. But like you don't physically see the shark, and like the special effects that they did use is just so like so incredible. I mean, I remember as a kid, I mean, this movie was already terrifying even when you don't see the shark, but then when you do see the shark, finally you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Because it looks
100%.
so real. It's so like it's a huge shark.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the cheesy movies nowadays, like I love a good shark movie. Like we've been, I mean, we are getting into the year of the shark. So Dangerous Animals was really good. If you guys haven't seen that yet,
I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I definitely have it on my list.
yeah,
Somebody else mentioned that too, didn't they?
yeah, it's well, I did a short on it because Regal does like $5 mystery movies like a week before they come out, and you don't know what movie it's gonna be. And we went thinking it was gonna be we thought we were going to get 28 years later, but it ended up being Dangerous Animals. And it was pretty awesome, actually, I must
Very
say.
cool.
Very fun. Well, then I found out they used real sharks in the movie, so I was like, holy crap, that's even better.
That's
Real
awesome.
sharks.
And Jai Courtney, because it's set in Australia, his like native, he gets to use his like accent in it, and he is bonkers in that movie, but so in like such a good way.
Yeah.
It's a very unique idea, but then I don't know, I think there's been 3 shark movies this year already, or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Man, sharks
But
and zombies, man, they ain't never gonna die.
I actually really liked, even though I don't really love Blake Lively very much. I did like The Shallows. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah. We watched Under Paris, and it wasn't as great as I was hoping it would be.
Yeah, that's on my list. Some people keep talking about it on YouTube channels, but it keeps popping up on Netflix, but
That's a
I
horror
haven't
movie.
seen it. Yeah, it's a foreign. Well, I think it's dubbed, English
Mhm.
dubbed, but
Oh, okay.
it's a French shark movie in Paris. But it looks cool. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Y'all have to watch this zombie movie with me, man. I'm telling you, Train to Busan.
Oh,
Yes.
so good, so
I'm
good.
down. I'm down.
And I didn't even know this, but I just found out that they have an animated prequel for it too.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, man. It's on Prime.
Dang.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Prime Day is coming up, so
Yeah, July 8th. People
yeah, I think
counting the days down.
this year I think it's 3 days. I think it's the 8th through the 11th.
Yeah. You plan on picking up something?
Probably stuff for my office. Honestly, I need to do some research because I kind of jumped in this week. Like I almost bought a few things because I was like, oh man.
Which movie made you cry, Luck and Finesse?
Oh, she's probably talking about Train to Busan.
Oh yeah, Train to Busan. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That'll make you cry.
Yeah.
That was sad at the end.
Ooh, Mad Daddy said he thinks the new mystery movie will be the new Jurassic World movie.
Could be.
Did you guys pick up any? Do you guys collect the popcorn buckets at all?
Man,
Yeah.
man, I haven't been to a movie in a minute.
No,
I've got a few up there.
Did you get the Jaws one?
Not yet, no.
People said the AMC's are stocking them. I'm tempted to go get. They're like $40, but that Jaws one's pretty awesome. So
$40.
yeah, it's like a giant shark head, and it opens up. Yeah, but it's
Put
still.
popcorn in it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can do that or use it as a. I never put popcorn in mine.
Yeah.
I honestly only collect the Batman popcorn buckets that come out. So I have the Robert Pattinson Bat Cowl. I have the Bat Signal that came out last year.
Oh yeah, that one was cool.
And
Yeah.
then I have I think I have one other one. Oh, I bought it's not a novelty one, but I bought the Flash. It has Michael Keaton's Batman, and
Nice.
man, damn it, Ezra Miller. The Flash was so good. Get
Yeah.
out of here. That movie, I went opening night, and that movie was like so. I don't know. It meant a lot to me because I just related to the story a lot with it,
Yeah.
like trying to go save his mom, and plus Michael Keaton's Batman came back. Like I thought it was great, but whatever.
What did Ezra do that was so bad that people like?
Yeah, he's just
hating on him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's hasn't been in the news recently, so I think he's getting on the better path. But I think the damage had already been done, and people were just like, well, a lot of people complained about the special effects in that movie, but I was like, they're not that bad. Like, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
James Gunn loved it. He said it was the best.
That's pretty good to me.
Actually, Stephen King said it was the best superhero comic book movie he'd ever seen.
Yeah.
That's saying
And I
a lot
mean,
coming from Stephen King.
I know. Well, I have noticed recently that he kind of says that to a lot of movies, but he might just be getting old.
Hey man, this dude been doing stories and stuff since like time was created.
hmm
Let
No,
that man live and do his thing.
he's got I'm kind of excited for that new, what's it called, The Long Walk.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks good.
Intense, man.
Somebody just sent me what was it? Somebody sent me, I think somebody famous did the music for it. It was kind of off the cusp. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, that looks good. King's the man. I wish he would do a convention.
Yeah.
He would crush. I mean, you'd probably have to get VIP just to meet him.
Dude, did you see that the Michael C. Hall signing got pushed back?
For Dark Parlor.
No, for OC.
OC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. I think I feel like a lot of signings have been. Oh shoot! Speaking of signings,
Oh yes, Luck and Finesse, that new Superman movie. Yes,
I
that thing
think
is going to be a
I
must see.
think today, I think today's the deadline for the Ian McKellen autographs.
Oh, is it?
I'm not getting one because it's ridiculous. I mean,
Ian's autograph. That
well,
thing's like what, $500 or something like
yeah,
that?
he's never done a signing, but he's donating all the money to charity. So
Oh, that's good.
I'm sure
But
that's part of the deal. But still,
look at how old Ian is, though. Like
yeah.
Ian's not like he's 20. Ian's
Yeah.
like he has to be late 70s, early 80s.
I will say I was tempted. I saw they had the Magneto helmet you could get signed.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yep.
And I was like,
That was like
dang.
$700.
I know. I think it was like six. Yeah, I think it was like 650. But I'm like, I'm not paying that.
yeah.
Same with some of these rare ones that don't do signings ever. They're a little crazy. I get it to a point, but that's what happened 2 years ago. Michael Keaton did a private signing. He did two private signings with Celebrity Authentics, and
Mhm.
I was like, I would die. I mean, I love Michael Keaton, but I'm not paying 800 or whatever it was.
Wow.
Just the cheapest item you could get signed was actually a Funko, and the Funkos were like 600. But like a poster or a battering, the bat cow was like $1,500. I'm not even
Wow.
kidding you. And you know how cool that would look in your collection? Yeah,
Right.
for sure. But do you want to not be able to buy anything else?
Right.
I don't know.
He has a batarang for $2,000, and I'm
Yeah.
there buying now.
I mean, I was very close.
It's a beautiful batarang.
I was very close to pulling the trigger. They had these art prints that they did. They had a Michael Keaton one. They had a Val Kilmer one. They had a George Clooney one. But they're like 2,000 a piece, but they're very pretty. They look super. They're huge art pieces of Batman of each of them.
Mm.
But yeah, like they were like $2,000 a piece, and I was like, I had the money, and I was tempted to just be like, how cool would that look on my wall? But then I was like, but how cool would it not look to not have a family anymore?
Right. Can I have food for two
Who would it
months?
look to have my family walk out on me while I'm looking at these pretty pictures?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
Oh man, you got to take out a loan just to pay for your collectibles.
I mean, if I was working still, like, and have the money at the same time, I would have
Sure.
pulled the trigger for sure because I could have just replenished my account. But
Yeah.
I was a stay-at-home dad, and I was like, all right, well, I don't want to blow through this money super fast, so
Yep.
Sometimes we have to be adults,
I know it really.
and it sucks.
Yeah, a few years ago when like my collecting really kicked up a notch, I kind of wish I could go back and just tell myself like, hey, can you just pace yourself and quit being a spaz?
I know.
Every one
I
of us has
appreciate.
done that, though, man.
I appreciated your guidance too. Because
Every single one of us Funko collectors, when we started collecting,
yeah,
at least the ones that I've talked to, when we started collecting, even me, everything that I saw, if I saw a movie, I had to have a pop. If I saw a TV show, I had to have a pop. If I saw a cartoon, I had to have a pop.
Yep.
And I just went stupid on stuff. And now I'm sitting here looking at some of this stuff. I'm like, why did I get this? I don't even
Yeah.
like this.
yeah.
Well, I
Josh
think
gave me the good advice because
Yeah.
he's like, I was like, oh man, there's so many good signings at OKC Horror Fest, and he's like, well, some of these guys they come around a lot, so you may not need to get them all in this one. I'm like, that's some smart. So I'm
No,
just trying to pace myself.
luckily, Spring is trying to do a cast piece that is probably, I don't want to say it's the most manageable, but it's probably the Scream franchise, like you're guaranteed probably, 4 or 5 cons a year from those guys.
Oh, yeah.
And then next year, Spring and I've
It's
already
gotta
talked
be,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, they come every 2 years to Frightmare, and next year just so happens to be the 30th anniversary of Scream, so they're probably going to go all out. I'm talking everybody. I bet they're going to get Mikey Madison, Jack Quaid's probably going to be there. Hayden Panettiere is probably going to be there. Like everybody's going to be there. So yeah, you'll get it. My pieces are a little bit tougher in the moment, so I'm like, I see somebody, I'm like, oh my god, they never do cons.
Right.
I gotta add them now. I wish I would have skipped on the Scream cast because I got 5 people added to my Scream poster, but I wish I would have waited because they had the 50th anniversary of Texas Chainsaw last year.
Yeah.
And they had like
sweet.
they had everyone. Minus I met Gunnar. It's funny because the one person that passed away that is important is Gunnar
Happy
Hansen.
Jaws Day, obsessed with horror. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, hey, what's up, buddy?
Nice.
Yeah, if you got for anyone in here who does have a channel, you're welcome to promote yourselves. I mean,
Absolutely.
we try to do it for you, but
yeah,
Obsessed with Horror has an awesome channel. Mad Daddy Collectibles has a fantastic channel. Mama J obviously is just a rock star. Cross Save Collectibles. I mean, we got some good people in here.
Tell you about Luck and Finesse, man. They have their own clothing label. Luck and Finesse made this T-shirt.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, they have their own clothing line.
I see their name pop up on your channel quite often.
Yeah,
like
that's
in the comments a lot.
That's my Wonder Twin sister, man.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I really appreciate you guys joining us and stuff. Yeah, Mad Daddy's got.
Thank you so much, channel. Obsessed. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Obsessed has a good stuff. Yeah, Obsessed. He's got the weekend off, I believe. He hits me up every couple nights. We chat.
Very cool.
And then Mad Daddy, I didn't even know he watched my channel, and he's been watching my videos. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, same here, Mad Daddy. Scott!
Nice.
I love hearing that in his video, man. It's so funny.
I know, it's great. No, he just does a really good job.
Plus the little sound effects he does.
Yeah.
Like the Price is Right noises when he does something bad or something like that.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Nice. I dig it.
He's good.
By the way, I'm going to be creating a list of all the movies that have come up as we're talking, and I'll post the link in the chat once we get done. But just kind of, it's nice to kind of know like what movies we touched on and and like, oh yeah, I wanted to see that one. We can go back through the list and kind of look at it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a letterbox junkie. I like to create lists for everything, and so this seemed like a good reason to do it.
You go right on ahead, brother. You do that thing. Oh, working on getting a little jaw section going, huh? Okay.
There we go.
It's not gonna be so little. Once you get that collection started, Obsessed is gonna grow. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Obsessed
Collections don't never stay little.
Obsessed does a lot of cool like horror shorts, and then he actually dabbles in trading cards, which is really cool because that's an area that I don't really know that well. So, thanks for putting the timestamp.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy Jaws Day.
Jacket again, baby. There goes my jacket, boy. I'm a cosplay that, but I'm gonna look like a pimp.
There it is. Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm gonna wear that jacket, man. I gotta find that thing.
Did you guys see the on Instagram the videos from Martha's Vineyard? They did like a huge Jaws celebration, and Richard Dreyfuss showed up. And,
I didn't see that. That's amazing.
So I was supposed to meet him last year at GalaxyCon here, but he canceled. He literally canceled like 2 weeks before GalaxyCon, which ended up working out because I spent way more at Frightmare, and then the next weekend was GalaxyCon anyway, and then I met the Daredevil cast the next weekend, so that was a pricey 2 weeks right there.
And you met me.
And I met you. No, that's
y'all met the first time.
Probably the most important one.
Yeah, we met the Scream viewing at the Frightmare last year.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it was. Tommy probably hasn't heard that story. So yeah, it's kind of funny because we actually almost ran into each other the first. So Frightmare weekend, they always started on Thursday night technically because if you buy tickets for the Alamo Draft House, they pick a movie and then they do a Q&A with the couple celebrities that are there from the movie. So like 2 years ago, I went to the John Carpenter one with The Thing. They did The Thing and They Live with John Carpenter. And then last year they did two movies. They did Thanksgiving with Eli Roth there. And then they did Scream with Matt Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, and David Arquette. And I drove down early to Frightmare weekend. So Jess watched Lennon, and she's like, yeah, go ahead, go out down, have some fun at the movie, whatever. And then I was going to stay at her aunt's house that lives down there. And I get all the way down there, and the flights all got postponed to the next day. So the Screamcast wasn't there to do the Q&A. So they moved the movie to Sunday when the convention ends. So they were at the convention. The celebrities were all there all weekend. And then they had to redo the Scream. They had to do two Scream screenings actually back to back to make up for it. And I saw Spring and his son Jacob they got there right at the same time as I did on Thursday, and we got told that they got postponed. So flash forward to Sunday, I waited in line. I was the last person to meet Skeet Ulrich, and then they closed the convention down. They were like closing the convention down, taking stuff down. Matt Lillard still had like 100 people to meet. But he has a thing in his contract where he'll stay as late as he needs. So he's like high-fiving all the people in line. And he's like, let's go, we got this. And then I met Skeet. I was the last person to meet Skeet. I run across the street. I had tickets to the Thanksgiving screening. I missed that. But then I ran into Eli Roth. And then they have a bar at Alamo Draft House. So I was like, I'm going to kill time. I got like 2 hours till my movie. So I'm just chilling there, and it's pretty empty. There's only like 5 people in there. And Spring and Jacob are like to my right, just chilling, eating food and stuff. And we just started talking, and then we found out we like loved movies. And Sprang told me about his podcast, and then a month later, I was on the Scream episode, and then flash forward. I mean, we've known each other over a year now. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
That's all right, man.
Yeah, and we've done, I don't even know, five
or six.
episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And 2 lives now. So,
Yes.
but it's a definitely an important friendship. I mean, it's given me a lot of like more outlets to like share my passion for movies, just like Spring. And then obviously, like, I know you love movies, Tommy, so I'm glad you've been incorporated into that now as well. So
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all.
but yeah, it's meant a lot to me because I moved to Oklahoma in 2018, and I left behind a pretty busy lifestyle of concerts and like promoting a lot of my friends' bands and going to a lot of shows and just doing all that stuff, and moving to Oklahoma where I didn't know anybody, and it's kind of like I have friends here, but they're
Sure.
they live 30 minutes away from me, and a lot of us have busy schedules, so it's nice when I can that's why I started the channel too, is just like something for me to do to reach out to more people. So
Yeah.
it's been nice, like doing the podcast. Like I've had such a fun time, like just being invited onto movies that make you, and
Yeah.
I have people, reaching out to me saying like how much they enjoy it, and I've met so much, especially like in the horror community. Like the horror community has outgrown the Funko community by a long shot. Like I'd probably say more than half of my subscribers are all horror fans, other than Funko fans.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Gotta mix it up.
It's been nice, man. I like the support. I'm all about supporting everybody else, and it's especially when the communities are just like, we have so many awesome people that it's just fun to like chat on Instagram every couple nights or once a week. And then Tommy's one of the only ones that from the Funko community that I've like, I talk to on the phone a lot, and we chatted up, and Tommy, you've been a really good friend too. So
I appreciate that, man. Same to you, bro. It's
been
great
fun.
friend.
Yeah.
Great friend, man. I feel like Wyatt Earp. How it wasn't Wyatt Earp, it was Doc Holliday.
Yeah, Doc Holliday.
When his buddy was talking about he had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And Doc Holliday said, "Well, I don't," and that's how I feel. And that's
man,
why I'm so passionate about my friends, because I don't have a lot of them.
Yeah, man. It's pretty. You think you have a ton of like. There's a difference between a bunch of people that you know and a bunch of people that are actually friend, like quote unquote friends. So
yeah,
it's been like I have a couple people in Colorado that I consider family and my best friends, and then my brother obviously lives there as well. But yeah, other than that, it's just a lot of people that I've had many interactions with, and we've had a lot of great times. But do we keep in contact every single month? No.
Yeah.
And that's partly on me too, but I don't think any less of those people. I actually love everybody I've come into contact with, but it's just kind of crazy, you find out who your true friends are and stuff.
Man, you said a mouthful there, Josh. You really, like, sometimes you really find out who is really your friend and who really has your back. And it'll be shocking when the person or the people that you think got your back, they don't have your back like that.
Yep.
No, for sure. Are you guys at the right at the 1 hour, 1 minute mark?
Yep. I just hit 1 minute. 1 hour, 1 minute. Yep.
There's an attack happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the guys with guns.
Man,
I think
did
this is the fake out. I think this is the fake out
oh, okay.
where the kid's got a
got
a
fake
helmet
shark
on or
hat
something,
like
fake
that.
shark
Did
hat.
we
Yeah.
miss the part where the kid gets eaten off
No, that's this one.
because that scene is like
Wasn't that the earlier scene when he got eaten off of the raft?
That was the when he got eaten off the raft. That was earlier. I thought you were talking about
okay.
the son
Gotcha.
that almost got attacked. The sheriff's son is
no. I'm talking
Yeah.
about we missed. I missed it earlier, but
yeah.
that scene earlier is so awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The visual. Well, they had have you guys ever seen the I can't remember if it got cut completely or if they I can't remember if they just like full on deleted it. But they originally had a different cut of that scene where the kid gets eaten off the raft and the shark, you could actually see a lot of the shark physically. But they had so many mechanical issues that it kept messing up when they were trying to do it. So they came up with the idea to make it look even creepier with like the the bloody water and the kid gets flipped under.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
Little boy snitching. This little boy snitching. He made me do it.
this little boy
he made me do it. Yeah.
There's a shark in the water.
He made me do it.
So like, how
Obsessed.
about
That's obsessed. This is what I'm talking about in real life. This is why I don't go in that water like that.
yeah, I have been scared of the it's funny because like I'm extremely fascinated with the ocean. Like Blue Planet and all that stuff is so
Yeah.
fascinating. But you won't see me even like I've been on the beach before a few times, but I'm not one of those people that's like, let's go snorkeling.
Mhm.
I'm like, how about we don't and say we did?
Dude, my dad is a career Navy man, okay? In the Navy. And the Navy deals with a whole bunch of water.
Mhm.
And how in the world is my dad going to be a career Navy man who has a son who cannot stand the water?
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Here comes
Yeah,
another
something bad's
attack.
going to happen now.
The guy just got
There it
flipped
is.
over.
That's the first
Oh,
time you've seen the
God.
shark, other
Oh,
than
there's
maybe
his
his
leg.
fin.
There's
Yep.
his leg. That's actually a really cool scene too, with the shark's body like under the water.
Mhm.
This movie really put Spielberg to the test because it was like he said he almost quit a bunch of times because it was just so impossible to make.
Mhm.
But I mean, just look what he went on to.
Yeah. Yeah, and the little thing that he did for those of you that didn't get to see the very beginning, he does a little speech at the front, and he talked about how he thought this was going to be his last movie ever, and it ended up being
Right? Yeah, and it still
the
holds.
beginning.
Yeah, it still holds like such a huge thing, not only in film but just pop culture in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so it's such a great film. And then it's funny, like the first time he heard John Williams score, he was like, I don't like that. And then he ended up loving it, obviously. But
Well, I think he went over to John's house, and John was like, "I got it," and he goes, "Dun dun," and the guy's like, "Are you serious? That's it? Dun dun." What? Come on, man.
well, and
What
it's
you can
funny.
imagine, like
Yeah, it's
2
funny,
notes. That's
like,
it.
John Williams.
I don't understand. And
Yeah,
then
Then you mix it up with that water and everything else. It just blends perfect.
It's the perfect because it's so just ominous. It's just an ominous sound, not a phonetic sound.
yeah. Well, and it's crazy to like say that John Williams would have come up with such a simple and absurd thing because it's like that dude has. I'm pretty sure he's in Oscar history. I think he's number. I think he has the most nominations ever all time. Not wins, but he's got. I think he has. Here, I got IMDb pulled up. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive.
Yes.
He's like
Yes, luck and finesse. I'm sure there's a lot of creatures we don't know deep in that water.
Yeah, have you ever seen Blue Planet?
Yeah, man, some of those like fish that live like in the deep
Dude.
water that have like lights hanging from their head and stuff like that
Exactly.
to attract other fish so they can eat them. Man, that stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, so John Williams has only won 5 Oscars, which is still a lot, but he's been nominated. Let me see here. My thing's not loading. But says he's got. That can't be all Academy Awards. Let me see here. $49, 50, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 54. He has 54 Oscar nominations.
54 nominations
That's
and only
nuts.
won 6?
Oh, he's only won 5.
5.
That's insane.
And you know it's crazy.
I'm sorry, but that's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it was the year. It was pretty recently. There was one year at the Oscars he was nominated for 2 movies in the same category,
And he still
Crazy.
didn't win.
and he still didn't win. Yeah. He was nominated. I forget what movies they were, but
That is insane, though. That is insane. Like, you would figure that he would win at least one of those.
well, yeah, it's kind of a. There's a lot of people who have crazy percentages of, like Jack Nicholson. I think he's been nominated 13 times or 12 times, and he's only won 3.
Mm-hmm.
Meryl Streep. I mean, Meryl Streep takes the cake. I think she's been nominated. Let's see here. Hold on. Meryl Streep has the most nominated performer in the acting category. She has 21 nominations, but I'm pretty sure she's only won twice.
That's a lot.
Uh,
Oh man, I didn't know John Williams did Sleepers.
Yeah, he's got a
Oh,
pretty extensive resume. I mean, look at most of the early like 80s and 90s stuff, like
Yeah.
Star Wars, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he has a lot.
Pretty much
Mhm.
everything with Spielberg.
Born on the 4th of July, all that stuff. Well, I guess I got some film homework to do.
But that's a crazy. I can't even believe that's even real.
Yeah.
I think that's. Hold on.
Obsessed with horror. I feel you, brother. If
Oh, I fell behind on the chat. Hold
I
on.
feel a fish or something like that brush up against me, it's time to get out of that water because something might snatch you away.
Yeah, that's same with me. I definitely could not. I'm such a wimp. I don't even when you're not in the water and they're dead. Like, I mean, I'll eat certain fish and like I love salmon and I love certain trout and stuff. But sometimes, like just touching them, I'm like, man, they're disgusting. Well, just because they're all slimy and like scale, like they feel weird. My sensory thing gets overloaded.
Yeah.
Texture thing, huh?
Yeah, well, for a long time, I had a lot of foods I couldn't even like try because the texture was so weird. I'm a lot better now, but when I was a kid, I was so bad at eating a lot of trying new things.
Oh, you were that kid.
I was that kid. Especially anything squishy. So like for a long time, I didn't eat tomatoes just by like, especially by themselves. I was like, oh. But now I love tomatoes. So it just takes time. But yeah, it weirded me out for a little bit.
All right, y'all. I want to know something. If you all were at the beach and you were with Obsessed with Horror, and this brother got a shark coming up on him, and he pushes 5 old ladies down to get out the way, How do you feel about that?
Oh man.
I mean, I'm not
Man,
gonna lie.
obsessed.
It just depends on who you're trying to save and who you're not trying to save, I
I ain't
guess.
trying to hear that,
Yeah.
job. I'm trying to hear that, man.
I mean,
You
it's
already know.
it's probably different in the moment. I mean, I'm probably terrified in the moment, and I'd probably push down whoever the hell was in my way. But I'm
Yeah.
like, move it, lady,
Don't you see sharks out here?
move it, old bag.
Save yourself. Hey, if it's a 50-foot shark out there eating people, you might want to do that.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
There you go.
Heroes.
Well
That's how
done.
Heroes started. Was from a shark attack. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No. That's hilarious.
I
Just
never
making stuff up.
I actually
Making
saw
up his
the
own movie.
first. I think I saw the first 2 seasons of Heroes, and then I just stopped
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, I mean the first season is beautiful, perfect, and if you can just live on the cliffhanger, don't watch anything else, but just watch the first season because it's such great superhero origin stories, and then they just didn't know where to go with it.
And what is this?
Heroes.
Heroes. It was an old NBC
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, like 2003, 2004, something like
It's
that.
called Superheroes?
Just
It was
Heroes.
called Heroes. Like,
Oh, Heroes.
yeah, just Heroes. It had Hayden Panettiere and
Zachary Quinto.
Zachary Quinto was in it.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But it was, I mean, the
gonna
first
check
couple
that out.
seasons were not bad. I just couldn't. TV shows are hard for me because, like, unless I'm super hooked in right away, I just, and well, especially if I watch it as it's going. So a lot of times, if I hear a show's like season 1 is really good, I'll just wait, and then I'll just wait again until I can get caught up on. That's what I did with Breaking Bad because everybody kept telling me how good it was, and I knew I was gonna like it because I like Bryan Cranston, and so I waited at the video store. I waited till the show was done, and then I rented all the seasons and binge watched them in like a month.
Right.
Nice.
And great. It was. I was like, man, this show. I'm so glad I waited.
Yeah.
I think the
All right,
only
just
show
for the record,
go.
for the record, we're at an hour and 14 minutes, and we
Hour
never,
and 14.
we never get back to the land in the rest of the movie. We stay on this boat the rest of the time.
Oh no, not Chum.
Yeah.
Not Chum throwing it. Oh, he's gonna puke.
Have you ever seen TV show called Your Honor with Bryan Cranston?
I haven't watched it, but I've
heard
heard
it's
good things.
I
Yeah.
haven't
No.
seen it though.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
Bryan
yourself a favor,
Cranston's
check it out.
man.
It is a very good show.
That dude is he's so good. He's good at comedy. He's good at drama.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very talented actor. He does a lot of private signings these days, but he never does convention. I wish he would do like a convention.
I don't think he wants to like deal with all those people at a con because a lot of people like his age, he's like
Yeah.
in his 70s and stuff now, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's pretty sure he's definitely in his like mid 60s, I think. But
Well, I'm pretty sure saying for me, if I was like 75 or something years old and I'm sitting here signing 15,000 autographs, I might be a little cranky myself.
Yeah.
well, it's kind of crazy. Like I met a couple.
He's 69.
Oh, yeah, 69. Yeah.
Oh, he's 69 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of people on their channels getting their because he just did a big signing with Swayu, and then he does a lot of signings with his him and Aaron Paul go on their tours with their alcohol or whatever.
Dos hombres.
Yeah,
Those together.
Oh, it's so
but they
good.
sign stuff there like at liquor stores and because they came to Denver a couple years ago, and my friend who lives there still she went to it, and there was like people wrapped around the parking lot.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of celebrities that just don't. I've been dying for them to do conventions, and they just don't do them, which I get. So
And then
Yeah.
obviously,
I had to jump
Jamie
on
Lee
Michael
Curtis is the number
C.
one.
Williams
But
What was that, Tommy?
that's why I had to jump on that Michael C. Williams
Oh, yeah.
autograph, because like he doesn't do cons or nothing like that, and I've
yeah,
only ever heard about him doing private signing.
yeah,
Mhm.
no, I've never heard of him doing any signings or anything. So that was a pretty big one.
Mm-hmm.
This is so great, man. The suspense, the like he sees. I mean, it's just so subtle. All the things,
Because
all
he
the
knows
movements.
he knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Shaw, man, he was.
Crazy.
That like old timey fishing tool.
Mm-hmm.
His son does a play about filming Jaws, and it like the relationship between Robert Shaw and the other two actors. And I think it just ended its run, but I heard it was really good. It's like a kind of a small stage, but it's just them on like a fake boat on stage.
Oh, that's cool.
And Robert Shaw's son acts in it as Robert Shaw's character Quint, and
Nice.
it's from like a book or a memoir that he wrote or something. But
Yeah.
Hey y'all, Obsessed asked a really good question, and I'd like to hear your answers. His
sure,
question is, what is everyone's favorite meeting experience that meant everything to you? So I'm assuming he's talking about a con. So what's y'all's favorite experience that meant a lot to you at a con?
well, mine's always easy. Mine's John Carpenter, just because that guy. I never thought I would meet him, and I got to do like a bunch of cool stuff that weekend at Frightmare. So I'd say he's probably number one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you,
Actually,
Frank?
John Carpenter, and then last year I got to meet Doug Jones, which like I know to a lot of people that's not a huge deal, but that guy, he's like people have called him like our generation's Boris Karloff because he's a character actor and he just does creatures and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
he's just been around for so long, and I was so like ecstatic to meet him last year. And also like in the Funko world, I think he has the most Funko Pops of characters that he's portrayed. I think he has like 12 Funko Pops of him of characters that he's played.
Wow.
But I still need to get it framed, but I was able to order a Shape of Water poster that was already signed by Guillermo del Toro, and then I had Doug Jones sign it, and he saw it and he's like, did you get Guillermo's autograph? And I was like, I had to order it online, but he knew it was legit. He was like, that's his autograph. And
Wow.
I mean it's authenticated and stuff, but yeah, talking to him, and then the pictures I posted with him, I met this woman messaged me. She found my pictures on Doug Jones' page, and her and I have become friends. She lives in California, and she used to work on movies, and she's actually friends with Doug Jones,
That's cool.
and she's like friends with all these musicians. Like she travels. She's retired, but she travels to like Scotland and all these to see musicians. Like she's like best friends with Darius Rucker, and she travels to go see Rod Stewart, and like she does. I don't know. She's just this older woman, but she knows Doug Jones, and we've been talking. She keeps telling me she's like I do love Doug. She's like I guess I'm starting to see like why people love him so much, and also he's just like a very nice human being too. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that people like him, Matthew Lillard, their reputation is very true. Like it means a lot to them when they meet people at cons and stuff. So I think Doug Jones meant a lot to me too, but John Carpenter meant a lot because I never in 100 years would have thought I would get to meet the man who gave us two of
Yeah.
my all-time favorite movies, The Thing and Halloween. So
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, I mean, I haven't been to too many. I've been to 2 cons, and I went to the Scream showing last year, but I got to ask a question at the Scream showing to Skeet and to David and to Matthew Lillard. I'd say that would have to be my highlight because it was my son. Oh, here comes the epic moment. So I don't want to distract too
uh-oh.
much from it, but
Could you imagine?
here it is. Here's coming.
Oh,
Here we go.
Mhm.
Ah! Here we go.
could you
Boom.
imagine that just
Oh,
being in front of you?
oh.
No.
It's crazy.
See, my line wouldn't have been we need a bigger boat. Mine would have been like I just pooped my pants.
My line would be, we need to get to shore ASAP right now.
I
Because
just
there's
saw.
this big thing out there going to eat us.
I just saw today that was an ad lib.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that line
Yes,
was not on
Lucky
the.
Finesse meeting Sub-Zero was awesome. It was.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that one of the biggest, most famous lines was made up on the spot?
I know. It's just great. But yeah, so being at that Scream showing, it was the first rated R horror movie I took my son to. And we got to see it in the theater. It's my favorite horror movie of all time.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of things hitting, and then to be able to ask them a question, because for me the fun for Scream and why I consider it my favorite is because while it may not be the best horror movie of all time, it got me into the world of horror because it introduced me to the classics. While I had known about them, you grow up knowing about Freddy, you grow up knowing about Jason, you grow up knowing about Michael Myers, but Scream did it in such a way that made us interested, made it more interesting, and made it like, oh, there's so much going on in this horror genre. I want to know more.
Yeah.
And so that's why for me it's number one.
Yeah,
And
Scream is nuts.
Yeah. So that's and at the Frightmare, Texas Frightmare a few weeks ago, I got Melissa Barrera's autograph, who was in Scream 5 and 6. And I also am going to try to get Skeet and Jamie Kennedy at OKC Horror Con. And I already have my, because I want to, standing in line, you got to know what you're going to say to them. You want to say something meaningful. So I've already got my 2 things I want to say to Jamie and to Skeet.
Yeah.
So
that's cool, man. When are y'all going? When are y'all going to that?
OKC HorrorCon is actually just in a few weeks, July 18th.
That's right around the corner.
Yeah. So we'll be there in a few weeks, and then Tulsa is in November. They haven't really announced much for that, but they had a Father's Day ticket sale that made it just get the tickets, and we'll figure it out. So
that makes sense, especially when you can get the tickets cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's cool.
Not a problem, Seth. Take your time.
So what would you say is your favorite meeting so far?
My favorite. What's that?
Meeting? Like, have you gotten signatures or anything?
My favorite meeting so far. Well, I've only been to one con, and my favorite would have to be the original Sub-Zero from the original movie Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
When I met him, man, that guy, Francois Pate, I mean, he takes his time with you. Like when you meet him, it's like you met somebody that you've been friends with for like 50 years or something like that.
Yeah.
He giving you high fives, hugging you, and taking pictures when other people, like their handler, won't let them do anything but just sign the autograph and send you on the way. But
Mhm.
with him, like the handler will let you do anything. You could have had 100 pops, and he would have
Yeah.
signed 100 of them and everything else. Meeting him, because first my sister met him first, and I was watching that interaction, and I was like, "There's no way that I can leave this con without interacting with that man, because he is
Mhm.
just phenomenal in Mortal Kombat movie." And that was the first time he had ever done a con in the States, and he hasn't done a con since. And
Wow.
this was in 2022.
That's
So
crazy.
so I would have to say meeting him was my best con moment ever, hands
Yeah.
down. Sub
Yeah.
Zero.
That's
I got his
amazing.
picture right there.
That's awesome.
Autographed and everything.
Yep.
Flawless victory. Sub Zero. That's my boy.
Very cool.
Yeah, man. Mad Daddy. What you got there? Store with Jay Muse and Kevin Smith. That's the Clerks guys.
Yeah. 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 Kevin Smith directed it. Jay Muse was in it, and then
Yeah.
they were. Yeah. He was in it
Okay.
too, like as Jay and Silent Bob. But
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Oh, here comes the great monologue to another one about the shark attack of the soldiers in the Navy.
Hmm. I don't know where they cast that guy from, but they cast him perfect
Hmm.
with the pork chop sideburns and the crazy looking hat.
Yeah. Before he jumps into it, he's about to give a monologue about um, when he was on a ship that soldiers got
Mad
left.
Daddy, that's cool, man. They were actually Jason missed his flight got canceled or something, but they're on tour right now. And Kevin Smith was just in OKC like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I saw that. I think
Yeah, he was at the Tower Theater, which is this like small venue, but he posted a video before the show, and then Jason Mewes got something happened. He missed his flight or something.
now that's he's touring Dogma, right?
Well, he's doing that, and then him and Jason have a tour. I think I don't know if it's stand up or what, but
Okay,
it's the
just
two
do
of
a
them.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's called the oral acts, but it's like spelled AURRAL, I believe.
That's cool.
It's funny because like I do like a few of Kevin Smith's movies for sure, but I actually am infatuated with him because I've sent some stuff to Spring before too, but
Hmm.
um I could sit and listen to Kevin Smith talk about film and comic books, and like that man just has like this thing about him that I'm infatuated with everything he has to say. So I mean, if I met him at a con or something, I would just be like, man, you're one of the coolest cinephiles I've ever seen. So
Yeah.
Who is a person that you want to meet at a con that you haven't met yet that you're just dying to meet one day?
that were at a con that I didn't get to meet, but I do
No,
want to meet him.
who's a person, any person that's at any con that you haven't met yet, but when you get the chance to meet this person, you're definitely gonna meet him.
Um, Probably. I mean, I gotta say, the white whale, Mark Hamill.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
He does cons here and there, but he's really pricey now because he's older, and then B, he doesn't come to the ones that are. He didn't even, like when I lived in Colorado. We have a huge Comic-Con there, and Carrie Fisher came there. I regret not meeting her, and then she passed away. Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca was there one year when I was there. I regret. I saw him. I didn't get to meet him. But I don't remember ever seeing like Mark Hamill at even like a big place like Denver. So he's never at the spots that even Dallas. Like I haven't seen his name pop up at like Fan Expo Dallas.
Yeah.
So I'd say Mark Hamill, maybe. Luck and Finesse at Jordan Peele. That would be a dope one.
Yeah.
Jordan would be a great one to meet.
I actually do have his autograph I bought his book. He put out a book, what was it, 2 years ago? And it's like, I'll have to go grab it because I forget the name. Or let me look it up real quick. He did a book a couple years ago that was.
Man, Jordan Peele would be so awesome. I have 2 pops, and I have a Jordan Peele pop. If I ever get a chance to meet Jordan Peele, man, I ain't lying, man, I will probably start crying. Just tell you the truth.
No, he's awesome. He did a book called. It actually came out in 2023. It's called "Out There Screaming: An Anthology of New Black Horror." Really awesome cover, but he signed like they did like that Barnes and Noble exclusive where they like signed the inside cover, and I didn't even know he put out a book. So I have my buddy Josh's Hoarder Corner, who has a really great channel. If you guys have not subscribed to him, he has amazing horror autographs, but he actually showed me that book and he got an autograph copy, and I was like, I gotta get one. So I found one on eBay for super cheap. It was like $30 or $25 or something.
I'm definitely gonna have to hunt that down.
Yeah, you can get it for. I mean, just check Mercari, check eBay. I mean, people sell it. For some reason, it depends on who it is. Like, I have a couple of those signed Barnes and Noble books. Logic, the rapper. I have his book.
Good man.
Good. I love him. He's also he's a nerd like me too. So
everybody dies.
Well, and also he got his nickname Bobby Tarantino because he's the first movie he ever watched was Kill Bill Volume 1. And that got him into music because RZA from Wu-Tang Clan did the score. And so that's why he named himself Bobby Tarantino. And then
the album's cool too.
He came to town. He came to OKC when I first moved here with NF, that rapper NF.
Yeah.
Who's really awesome.
Yeah, I've seen him in concert.
Oh, too. So it was kind of funny because like he actually Logic was awesome, but like he kind of outperformed Logic, and he was the opener. But that was before he was like big. But I told Jess, I was like, man, we got to go to Logic when he comes to OKC, and so we went to our zoo. We have a really nice zoo, but they have an amphitheater out back, so like a lot of bands and stuff come there. But yeah, Logic was there when I first moved here, and it was so awesome. He even challenged. This is how much of a nerd he is. He brings people on stage sometimes, and then he hooks up a video game system like on the big screen, like an old like Nintendo or Sega or whatever. And then he picks people out of the crowd and he challenges them to like Street Fighter and like.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So like you get to all sit there as a crowd and watch him like play these people.
I would love to beat Logic in a video game. Cause that's bragging rights right there. If I
He-
beat Logic in Street Fighter,
Yeah.
somebody can't say nothing to me ever
He
again.
he does a lot of convention appearances. I know he's got a couple coming up pretty soon, but yeah, Logic's awesome. But yeah, Jordan Peele, getting back to that would be I'm really loving the fact that funny people are like understanding what it means for suspense and horror. And like Jordan Peele, we got Zach Krager from Whitest Kids You Know. Actually, funny story about Zach Krager. So I lived in Denver when Zach Krieger directed another movie called Miss March with Trevor from Whitest Kids You Know. So they were out doing a tour of the Whitest Kids You Know, like that, doing some of their skits on stage and stuff. And they came to this little theater in Denver called the Oriental Theater, and they had a huge tour bus that had a Miss March poster like plastered on the outside because it was just about to come out. And they hung out with everyone after the show. So like I met all the Whitest Kids. I met Trevor before he passed. I actually like became Facebook friends with Timmy for a little bit. But I met Zach Krieger's like this was years ago. It was probably like 15 years ago. And then I saw Barbarian, and I saw that he directed Barbarian, and I was like, oh my God, that was one of the coolest horror movies I've ever seen. And then now he's got that Weapons coming out.
Isn't that like mad old?
Which one? Barbarian?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out
a couple years ago.
2 years ago, 3.
Okay.
It has Justin Long. I think it was a weird one.
Barbarian, I think I saw that.
So it had Bill Skarsgård, who played Pennywise. It had Justin Long, and then it had I forget the actress's name. But if you have not seen it or have not seen the whole thing, I highly recommend. Like it's such a like out of nowhere movie.
Lori, hey, how you doing, Lori Harper? Welcome in.
Hey, Lori's in here. So Lori, I got to give a shout out. She's in the GBG, the Green Book gang, with Brendan.
Nice.
Thanks for joining, Lori.
Yeah, appreciate you coming in.
And also, Small World. Lori lives in Oklahoma too, so she's not too far from me as well.
And all of y'all, Oklahoma, Texas people, man, y'all make a brother live in Florida, make a brother feel like out of place, man.
Tommy, you're in the wrong place, brother.
I know.
You gotta move up to the.
I know, man. I should have stayed in Austin.
Yeah. Oh man.
You got to get your way to Tejas or something.
Hey man, I'm definitely planning a vacay. So
yeah, or you're always welcome here too, Oklahoma.
If you got, I mean, I don't know how often does it hit us where it's the Fan Expo and then OKC like the next weekend or the same weekend. Like you could hit up a couple, and like if you took a 1 week and did the weekends, you could hit Texas Con and an OKC Con too.
Not a problem for being late. You're right on time, Lori. You are not late.
So technically, I think, well, at least the last 2 years, they've done the schedule Texas Frightmare Weekend, and then the next week was Fan Expo. So I don't know if they're going to do that again next. Somebody I'm part of some of the Frightmare Facebook group, and I'm part of the another autograph Facebook.
Okay, gotcha.
Another, just like a random consignment group, but somebody was saying in the Frightmare group that they said something about there's something scheduled during that around that time next year when Frightmare is supposed to go on again. But Lloyd Cryer, who is the guy who runs Frightmare Weekend, he commented in there and said that it should all be good because he talked to the people already. So
cool.
But yeah, usually the last 2 years it's been that way where it was and then it was So what? 2 years ago, it was Frightmare Weekend. Next weekend was GalaxyCon OKC. The next weekend was Fan Expo Dallas. This year it was Frightmare Weekend and GalaxyCon OKC were the same weekend. Fan Expo was the next weekend. OKC does get GalaxyCon at least one more year. They'll probably extend it, but we signed a 3. I think because OKC GalaxyCon, we actually stole Austin, Texas's GalaxyCon because they had a lot of issues with the first one they did.
Okay.
So OKC was like, well, we got a brand new convention center and we're a little bit smaller and it's a little bit nicer over here. So we totally jacked the
Austin one. Yeah.
Well, and that first year, the 1 year they did the Austin one, it was a pretty crazy. I remember the lineup was pretty nuts because it was like Mike Tyson was there, Richard Dreyfuss was there. I think the Daredevil cast was there. Yeah, just a bunch of crazy. It was crazy.
Amber, thank you so much, Amber. We really appreciate you for hanging out and subbing to all of our channels. We thank you so much. And we are glad that you are here in this circle.
Yeah, thank you, Amber.
Yeah.
Woo.
I need to look into some work from home stuff just for my own sanity.
Yep.
You can do it.
Well, just because like I have this year it's been hurting me mentally, like just seeing how many like incredible, like this might go down by the end of the year as one of the biggest convention years like in history. It's crazy the people that like Fan Expo Dallas. I couldn't believe that lineup. I was like, this is the most. Fan Expo Denver is July 4th weekend every year. I have some friends that have been hitting me up. They're like, hey, you should come out to that. And I was like, I wish. But yeah, we're a little bit more than halfway through the year, but it's already been nuts. Like May and June were crazy.
Yeah, they were. Yes.
Well, then send in autographs too. So Mintich Authentics, who I've ordered from before, that guy's really awesome, but he's been getting crazy celebrity. Like last year, he got Lawrence Fishburne to do his first signing. He got Lawrence. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, Lawrence Fishburne starts doing conventions.
Who is this?
Mintich Authentics.
Mintich Authentics. They on whatnot?
I'll send you the. No, he just has like a website.
Okay.
But I bought a mystery box from him. That's the first time I ever had heard of him. He does like really cool mystery boxes every once in a while. But then he does private signings all the time, and he's in Illinois. He's based out of Illinois, and then he's worked his way up so much that he just announced he's going to be the official autograph partner with I think, what was it, Days of the Dead convention on the East Coast. So but yeah, he's doing big stuff. So
that's cool, man.
Wait, Amber, what part of Iowa do you live in? But yeah, he's been this year. He's gotten Shia LaBeouf already. He just announced another signing with Tobin Bell from Saw, but he just announced Lee Winnell yesterday. Which, yeah, Lee Winnell. He's the guy.
Oh, okay.
He was in the first Saw movie, but he also wrote. He also helped write the first Saw movie with James Wan. He's been in the Conjuring movie. He also directed
Insidious, right?
Insidious 3. He directed Wolfman recently, Invisible Man.
Wolfman was good.
No, he's. I mean, he's from Australia, but he's just an awesome. But he doesn't do that many appearances, so I was
Yeah.
like, you can. I'm really tempted. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but he has like replica. He has like real saws you can get signed by Tobin Bell and Leonel.
Oh man.
And then Carrie Ells was supposed to be at GalaxyCon OKC this year, and he canceled. So if he reschedules to next year, that shit, man, that's like the main three from the first Saw movie.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Obsessed.
Yeah. The girl from Saw was in this year at Texas Frightmare.
Oh, Shawnee Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was great.
Should be cool. I mean, there's just so many people who've been. I mean, I honestly would really just like the OG. I would add to it later on, but like,
Dude, that poster, that Saw poster I saw and sent you a picture of.
Dude,
it was like a
poster
Japanese,
so cool.
like a Japanese poster. It was stinking crazy.
Tommy, we'll
Oh
have
my
to.
gosh, I'll send it to you. Yeah,
send you a picture.
Right.
He sent me a picture from Frightmare, and I was
was
like,
so
dude,
perfect.
that poster is gnarly.
Did it have a bunch of signatures on it?
No, it was just a poster you could buy, but they had a couple people from the Saw franchise at Frightmare weekend.
Yeah.
But
Speaking on posters, remember that poster that I was you were telling me about, the Jordan Peele one with the one from Get Out when he's falling?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I found a place that had it, and I am ordering it. Yes.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's in black and white, and it shows the sunken place, and it just shows him falling in it, and it just has Get Out at the top, and that's it. Beautiful picture.
Perfect. That is perfect.
I was like, I gotta get that one.
Yeah, no, that poster is dope. It sucks because like I have posters rolled up in my closet that I got an OG Texas Chainsaw one that I bought at a convention. I just framed it today. I've had this Jaws poster back here for a long time. I bought that at a Comic-Con
that's cool.
Shoot, I bought that poster probably 12 years ago, 13 years ago. But I knew we were going to do this. So like I subbed out. We had a different poster in that frame. So I just took it out because it was the same size. But yeah, I have I have 3 in this room that are hung up right now, but I have more mini posters in the kitchen, in my closet, and some other ones. And it's a little much. And then I went crazy the last couple of years, like on Pristine auction, and I didn't buy a lot from them, but I got a couple of autographs for like really cheap that I need to get framed as well. One of the coolest ones that I got, it's an index card that's signed, and I'm going to add it to either my Nightmare on Elm Street poster that's got autographs or my Scream poster. And I actually got Wes Craven's autograph.
Man.
It's authenticated. I got it on Pristine auction. It's like, I think it's Beckett authenticated, so it's pretty legit. But it's just on an index card. But it was like, I mean, had been passed away. I got this last year, so he'd been passed away for a while.
That's amazing.
So,
but I got it.
If
you
ever want to pass that along, just think about your boy.
You're right. But yeah, I can't. I want to get one of those like custom frames with the mats that so I can put the index card in. So, but I can't decide if I want to do Nightmare on Elm Street because I have a poster coming. It's really far behind because the guy that I sent it to messed up the first time, and something happened, but he just texted me yesterday and said it's on its way. But that one's signed by Heather Langenkamp and Robert England, and then I have my Scream poster, which I could do that one also custom framed, and that one's signed by Matt Lillard, David Arquette, Jamie Kennedy, Skeet Ulrich, and Roger Jackson. I feel bad. Because my Jess told me not to do this but she thinks it's embarrassing. But like, I might ask Skeet to re-sign my poster because I caught him. I was the last person at Frightmare that he met, and I think the paint pen was running low because it doesn't look bad. It's just very
Faint.
compared to the other 4 signatures. It's just, I don't know. It makes me. I'm like, it could look. I mean, I'll pay for the autograph a second time, but I'm like, can you just spruce it up a little bit?
Yeah,
I'm sure he would, because I mean, he's really chill. He's super cool.
Yeah.
Luckily, I caught him last year with the NBA playoffs, but he's like a big New York Knicks fan.
Nice.
So he had his Knicks.
He had his Knicks hat on. You signature collectors,
yes,
and
sir.
y'all in the chat too. What is your favorite signature that you have in your collection? Is there one that's your favorite, or do you have a collection that's your favorite? And those in the chat, I want to know your thoughts too.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll go first because I only have 2 autographs, so that's it. But I mean, I'm trying to get the Scream collection, so I think once I get to OKC Horror in a couple weeks and I get Skeet and Jamie's, I mean, it's definitely going to be my favorite collection no matter what, because it'll be my first. But yeah, getting Skeet and Jamie would be amazing.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
Scream, anything Scream is. I mean, Scream always does. Every Whatnot auction that has autographed pops, they always have autographed Ghostface pops. Like every time I'm in there, like there's not one. They actually, it's funny. Tommy, I know you've been in there a few times, but OC Celebrity Marketing, they got a huge batch of Blacklight Ghostface pops signed by Matt Lillard. They got a bunch of them in, but they were starting them out at like dollar starts because some of the side
dollar starts.
Well, they did them like one night when I don't get on every night, but they had them the other night. They were starting them out at $1 because they were apparently the sides of the boxes were kind of messed up or something, but yeah, they were going for the final price was going for, under, because I think Matt, I think he charges $80 for an autograph or $60 or something like that. But I have a lot of autographs. I don't know how many, probably at this point, probably up to like 50, but
50 autographs?
If I had to guess, I don't even have all of them in this room. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Boy, look at that shark in that cage, boy. You better get out of that water.
Yeah, because just in this room alone, I have close to 30, and then I've got more in my closet that are not displayed yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Actually, I haven't. I just got this in the mail today. I got this at. I haven't opened it yet, but I got an 8x10. I got this thing for dirt cheap on Zobi Productions. So
you gonna share it with us now, or
yeah,
you gonna make us wait?
I'll tell you guys. Well, I'm gonna do a video with the unboxing.
Okay,
I'll tell you what it is, though.
No, man, no. We don't need to know, especially if you doing a video for it.
Well, anyway,
make them wait for it, baby.
When you see it, It's pretty cool. I was surprised that I got it for under, with shipping and taxes, I got it for under $20.
Oh, and
Wow.
also remember, I got something for you too, man.
Oh, I got something I gotta send to you.
It is somewhere around here, and bro, I'm bad about gifts because I want to tell you about it. Because
No, you're good.
What I get people stuff, man, but I can't do it, man, because I want to see what your face looks like.
No, you're good.
In that video.
Yeah, just save it and then I'll film it. I have to send you that soda too, that Scott Pilgrim soda.
Oh man,
The Chase.
That's cool, man.
No, I'm gonna send it to you. I've been so behind. So Jeremy from Jeremy Collects, I helped him buy some Pokemon cards because he ended up getting some from the batch that he wanted, but I bought like 2 small packs of them at Best Buy, and I was gonna send them out. That was like, I think it was 3 months ago, and I still haven't sent them out. So I'm really bad. I've become really bad at sending stuff out, but anyway, back to that question about, I'd probably say my favorite, other than my Michael Myers, which, oh shoot, that one's not even in here. So that one has like 12 autographs on it. But this, I've been working on this Halloween piece for a while.
Wow.
And it's got Charles Cyphers, Lieutenant Beckett, he just passed away last year. John Carpenter, Nick Castle, who will be at OKC Horror this year. PJ Souls, Sandy Johnson, I met last year at OKC Horror. And then Nancy Loomis signed it, but I don't know if she just had not signed like that before, but she put it in like a dark pen so you can barely, unless you're like standing in front of it, you can't even see. So it's okay. But that's my favorite thing, only because Halloween's like one of my favorites.
Oh, that art clown. Yes.
My Shining one too. I have my Danny Lloyd. He signed it Red Room.
Wow.
And then I have I got the Shining twins right here.
Get rid of something like that, you just let your boy know, man.
And then Joseph Turkel, he passed away a couple years ago, but I met him years ago. And then the Shining twins and Danny. I unfortunately didn't get to meet Shelly before she passed away, but I have some
Obsessed with horror. Those are some outstanding autos, and I hope you get them too.
Quint's about to get it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, somebody's about to eat it now.
Oh, I can hear him screaming on one of your guys' mics.
Yeah, that was me.
I think I'm a little ahead. I think I'm like 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark.
Yep. I'm about 1 hour 59. Oh, dang. Look at that shark. Dang.
Yeah, I'm just at 2 now.
There it is.
Holy crap. Could you imagine?
No.
Yeah, hit it with an extinguisher. That'll do the trick.
No, that's like the oxygen tank.
I know. hit it with a freaking tank. That thing's...
Yeah.
Dang. Just the fact, even if you can't see anything, well, that's even scarier, but like your boat is sinking, like how terrifying, in the middle of the ocean. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I saw
anything on the beach.
Yeah, if I saw anything floating in the water, I'd probably just have a heart attack or something. Or I'd be like, just take me now.
Oh, here we go. This is it. Final standoff.
Roy Scheider. He's a legend.
This is going to be Spring's first movie moment, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be Spring's first movie moment. Wow.
For Funko?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm really mad I didn't order the restock at GameStop, because now it's sold out again.
Man, GameStop has been tripping lately, man.
Yeah, I lucked out with the Invincible pop, but I just barely. But the Jaws pop moment one, I should have just pre-ordered it to pick it up, but I just was slacking. So it sucks because like there's so many good Funko movie moment pops, and like they're
Yeah,
so big. I can't. I only have a few in my collection because
yeah.
they're so gigantic. Shoot that tank! Shoot it,
Tell,
Roy!
tell the shark that's elder abuse. That's the truth right there. Somebody should have told that shark that for
Dang!
real. My pride and joy is the Escape from New York teaser poster. Okay, man, Daddy, that's a good one.
Wait, what? Oh, I missed it. What did you say?
Mad Daddy, his
Oh my
pride and joy, his
gosh!
Escape from New York teaser poster.
No
That's super
way!
dope.
No way! It's signed by Adrian Barbeau, Nick Castle, John Carpenter, Ernest Borgnine, Charles Cipher. Man, Alan Howarth was just at Fan Expo Dallas.
How long did it take you to get all of those?
I bet it took. I bet a few of those took a while because a lot of
Yeah,
those
that's what I'm
people.
saying.
Well, a couple of them passed away now, but
Yeah.
um, dang, good old Nick Castle. Fun fact about Nick Castle because he also directs. He did. I almost bought one of his movies on Blu-ray at Walmart today because it was only $7. Major Payne. He directed Major Payne.
Nick Castle did that?
Nick Castle directed Major Payne with Damon Wayans.
Shut up.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? That blew
That
my
is
mind.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because you
Matt-
definitely wouldn't expect Michael Myers to be directing Major Payne. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
and even tied to Spielberg, even crazier. He
Yes,
almost
Amber. Breaking Bad is awesome. Yes, they are.
he almost directed. He actually has credits for the script for Hook, Nick Castle, because he was actually originally in line to direct it, and something happened last minute, and they revised the script, and Nick Castle had to drop out, and then Spielberg jumped in and took over. So,
Which movie was that?
Hook with Robin
Oh,
Williams. Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
yeah. If you look on the full credits, Nick Castle has a writing. He has a writing credit for the script for Hook.
That's crazy.
No way, our boy
Amber,
Tank just jumped
your
in
honor
here.
is awesome. Tell those people because I said it earlier about that show. See, it's not just me talking about that show. Somebody else said something about it. Y'all, hey, stop sleeping.
Yeah.
Stop sleeping.
Nice.
My buddy Tank just jumped in here. Tank's the man.
Tank, what's up, baby? Good to see you. Welcome in, bro.
Oh, did it just end?
Show you
Yep.
all my favorite auto that I got in my collection.
I'm at
This right here.
Yeah, I hear the music. I think it just ended.
Oh yeah,
That's a
it's a
beaut.
good one.
Man, he even did it in the orange too.
In the orange, yes.
I see a ton of Nick Castle pops signed, and then they pick. It's like weird colors sometimes. I saw one on OC Celebrity the other night. It was in freaking purple. I was like, okay, what does purple have to do with Michael Myers? Nothing.
That is crazy, man.
All right, give me 1 second. I got.
Some of these people do that.
What'd you say, Spring? Oh, he said 1 second.
Check out that TV show, Your Honor. If that's a TV show that you're talking about with Bryan Cranston, check that TV show out. You are going to love it. It is a very good show.
All right, so I just realized I have another autograph that I didn't remember because it was one my dad got.
Ooh.
Joe DiMaggio.
Dang. That's a big one.
Check you out big time.
Yeah. I want to get all authenticated But yeah, I mean, it's kind of faint,
That's awesome.
but yeah. So that's a big one.
Spring, next time you're at one of the big conventions like Fan Expo or whatever, they have like JSA and Beckett people
Yep.
there, and it's
Mhm.
like I think it's like $10,
Yeah,
10 or 15
$15.
bucks, and you can they have their database right there, and they can sticker it and get it all in the system for you. So
So yeah, so is that something that you would do for all your autographs?
are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't do it to all mine. I only do it to the ones that, like, if I think I might need some like money, and I haven't had to do it yet, but
Sure.
like if, well, I do actually. The real reason I only do it is if I'm ever like the Guillermo del Toro autograph. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that was 100%
Legit.
authentic. So I only look for JSA or Beckett usually.
Mhm.
Occasionally Swayu stickers because I've been on their podcast before, and I know that they're legit.
OC.
But other than that, for my personal collection, when I go to cons and stuff, like I don't, unless I think I'm gonna have to like resell it.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, you can
That-
always do it later too. You don't have to
Sure.
do it in the moment. But if I'm gonna sell it, I obviously want to reassure people that they're buying a legit item. So
Totally.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not gonna sell mine, even my autographs, I don't care. Even if I'm not gonna sell them, I'm always gonna get them.
yeah, it
Authenticated,
doesn't
just in
hurt.
case.
Yeah, it
Just in
doesn't
case,
hurt.
because it's like only like $10 to do it,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's breaking the bank or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, and JSA is one of the most trusted, but Beckett actually, I like them more because their stickers have the little QR codes now. So you can literally scan the item and it'll bring up the Beckett site saying like what the item is, who
Yeah.
signed it,
Cool.
and it's authentic. So theirs is a little bit more smooth, I should say.
Yeah.
But
Well, cool, guys.
We have come to the end of the movie, y'all.
Yes.
yeah, that was, man, I just
Credits are
love.
rolling.
I just love that film so much.
Yeah.
My third
It's just
time
so
seeing it.
magical.
I love it.
Well, and it's just like, Spielberg and his team were so inventive, like keeping us on our toes, even though you don't physically see the shark until an hour into the movie. So
Right.
it's pretty badass.
It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I even like the ending credits, how they're showing the ocean and everything like that,
Yeah.
instead of just like a black screen.
Yeah, you don't get those. I think that actually became kind of big. I feel like in the 80s and 90s with like some certain movies,
Yep.
thrillers and stuff, you'd get an end credit where they would keep the camera rolling on like
Yeah.
the setting or whatever.
A lot of those
Pretty cool.
were 80s movies though.
Yeah, like I love seeing that kind of stuff, but yeah, no, they don't really do that anymore. They do fun animated credits or just a black screen.
Yeah.
It's cool. All right. Well, I don't know if you heard Josh, but I was building a list on Letterboxd of all the movies that came up in our discussion tonight. So I threw that in the chat on YouTube. I can't do it in StreamYard, but I put it up on
Yes,
YouTube.
The Warriors, Mad Daddy. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
yes,
Warriors
that
a
is a
classic.
must see.
Yeah.
Can you dig
Yeah.
Can you dig it?
it?
Man, that's a good one.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, man.
Well, does anyone have any final thoughts? Anybody in the chat? You guys got any fun things you want to say?
Anybody want to promote their channel? Anything?
Yeah, promote your
What you
channel
got to say?
But we appreciate you guys all.
Also, just to let y'all know, I have some new stickers that I have made, right? And a couple people have already reached out to me because I'm going to be sending 10 people for free. I'm sending out of my own pocket. I'm sending you my old sticker and my 2 new stickers.
Nice.
The first 10 people to hit me up on email, popaliciouspopheads@gmail.com. Hit me up and I will ship them out because the new stickers should be here this week. And I can ship them out to you and they're brand new.
Awesome.
Yeah,
New
hit
design
him
there.
up. Hit subscribe. He's growing, and hit the like button too tonight if you guys haven't already.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I just crossed 450 subs. When I get to 500, I'm going to do some sort of giveaway. I haven't decided what yet, but once I get there, it'll probably be a pop of some sort.
Nice. I am.
Ooh, nice Shrek soda episode.
You can check me out on all the podcast channels. I do have a YouTube as well, which you can get to in my comments. But we post episodes every Monday. Most of the time, we're gearing up for movies that are being released that Friday, and we kind of talk about the movies that are either directly tied to that film or in the same kind of genre or something like that, to where we're kind of getting ourselves geared up to watch the new movie. So we kind of get ourselves in the headspace. So lots of fun. My kids are on the episodes a lot. My wife joins, and then of course I have other special guests like the 2 lovely gentlemen that I'm talking to right now. Every once in a while.
It's a fantastic show. If you guys
Love
movies,
Check
if you
it
love
out.
TV shows, if you love just good chats about
If you
how
love
everything
movies
is.
with good family chat that's good and wholesome, watch it.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
It's a very I guess I would say inventive, because it's I don't see anyone else doing this kind of style, and I think more people should, because people love movies, or at least I feel like people love movies, and if they love them as much as we do, it's a fantastic show. If you're kind of new to the podcasting world, it's a really nice kind of introductory podcast, especially if you like movie podcasts, because we talk about everything, and the kids are fun. They're really funny. I love watching the kid episodes because they're just so goofy
honest
and fun, but they're also serious. They're really good. They have good insights. So I was trying to share your YouTube page to the chat.
Yeah, I wasn't able to do it in the StreamYard, but maybe.
Well, I was trying to just do it on YouTube, but I can't find the.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to just share the. Oh, here we go. Share channel.
The one thing I will say to promote is September 6th. I know that's a little bit of ways, but if you follow us, you'll be notified of it. September 6th, we're doing our first live show. It's going to be our 100th episode. So we're going to do it live, including Jacob, Josh.
Oh, wow.
He's going to be on remote via video. So
Jacob.
What's
that's
that?
Spring's oldest kid.
My oldest kid, yeah.
Oh, that's the brown-haired kid.
So that's the one that I met when I first met Spring at the Scream screening.
That's the one I saw at the pool picture, right?
No, that would be that's Connor.
Oh,
yeah. So I've got 4 boys, and Jacob is off at a retreat right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so, but we got permission for him to be on the episode in September. So
nice.
It'll be cool.
Day after my birthday.
Hey, nice.
September 5th, Virgo baby.
Nice.
Yeah, no, Jacob's a good kid. I really enjoyed. It sucked because I thought I was in their screening, and I ended up being in the earlier screening of Scream. So because I thought I was gonna get to go sit with them and stuff, and then I didn't. So
yeah.
that was a bummer, but still really awesome that we got to meet. So
Absolutely.
well, cool. Thanks everyone in the chat for hanging out, and
Yes.
Tommy,
Thank you for hanging out with us, man.
Thanks for hosting, and Spring, thanks for always wanting to put stuff like this together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you both, man,
It's fun.
for even getting me even involved in all this, man. This has been great.
Yep.
Yeah, you're part of the group now, buddy.
I appreciate it, man. I
Cool.
appreciate it.
All right. We'll catch y'all later.
All
Well,
right,
y'all
everyone,
have a good
great night,
evening.
okay?
You are a diamond. Stay
Yes.
strong. Keep shining. We out.
Heck yeah.
Peace.
See you, everyone.